If you run a business, then you need to know how to get clients. It's that simple. A healthy business has a system for getting new clients signed on consistently. Does yours? What's up? This is Meliss and welcome back to the channel. I'm here with the info you need to get the results you want, because today I'm about to break down 12 ways to get your next 3 clients right now. Part 1. But first, if you're new here, I'm Meliss 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞, and I'm an online marketing strategist and business growth expert to coaches and healers. My whole channel is about marketing, online business, mindset, and manifestation. Hit that subscribe button and join the family so you can grow a profitable online business. Now, let's get into it. So before we get started, there are 3 categories to finding clients online that I want to show you. The first one is your immediate network. So these are people who actually know you. They're close in your area, either in proximity. These are the people who they already know you, they already like you, they already trust you, people who are close to you. So this could be your friends, your family, your neighbors. These could be people who are actually already on Facebook and they've been following you in your business for a really long time, but you have built some sort of relationship with them and it's your immediate network. So let's write here immediate network. And basically, I want you to keep that in mind because you're not going to necessarily sell to your friends and family, but you might, and they might know other people as well. So your immediate network is number 1. These are people who know you. You can put your offer out there and you could say, I have a specific solution to this specific problem, blah, 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 blah. And then we're going to go more into detail about that later. Now, number 2 are those second degree connections. So these are people that actually know those other people here. The pink people here are friends of the people that you already know. It's your second degree of connection. So these people that might not know you, but the people that you do know these people. So what that means is second degree of separation. So this could be referrals. This could be friends of past clients. This could be connections on LinkedIn from other connections that you already have. So for example, if you're using LinkedIn as the example, you have connections on LinkedIn and that connection is a friend with somebody else. That's your second degree connection. And it's important because we're expanding our network as we do this. Now, the third category are the places where all of these people go hang out. And they go there to get nourishment, either for their soul or for their business. So it could be a self-care retreat or a business conference. So retreats, conferences, events, meetups, anything like that is going to be the third place. So we'll just put a picture here of a place. So this is the place where they go to meet up here. So it could be some sort of convention in your niche. If you're a health coach, maybe you go to a health coach convention and learn more about health coaching. It could be maybe a yoga retreat or anything like that. Now, all of that is offline, going to a retreat, going to a meeting or a meetup. What about online? Yes, this third category of where people hang out could totally translate to online. So this could be a Facebook group that you hang out in. This could be a blog that you check daily and you want to read up on it. So this is where people are spending their time. People who are your clients are being served by other people at these types of events because you guys share similar types of clients. So those are the 3 categories to find clients. And what I want you to remember is that leads are everywhere. Connections are everywhere. And this is an affirmation I say all the time. Leads are everywhere because they truly are. So number 1 was your immediate network. Number 2 is your second degree connections of the immediate network. And number 3 are the places where people hang out, which could mean a retreat or a convention. And it could also mean something they check into daily online, like a Facebook group or a blog. So if you're in the mindset of there's nobody for me, people aren't reaching out to me because they're all taken from everyone else, the real reason why you're getting no one is because of you. It's your mindset that is blocking your vision. And that might be a hard truth, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to share with you a different perspective so you can really think about this and see what is and isn't working and what you can change so that you can reach the goals that you're trying to reach. For example, if you're in this place that has this giant wall that's 100 feet tall, and you can't see over that wall, you can't see the sides of this wall, you're just staring at the wall, and all you see is what's right in front of you. What you don't see is that on the other side of this wall, there are millions of other people. And there's a party going on. And they've got music happening. And everyone's having fun. And they're laughing and they're dancing and there's music. And you just don't know anything about it. Why? Because you're on this side of the wall. You can't see what's on the other side of the wall. And that is called perspective. So if you're on this side of the wall, there are no clients, no one's saying yes to me, all I see is this wall, you know what's happening on the other side of the wall? People are getting clients. People are selling their programs. People are having thriving businesses. So where are you? Are you on this side and your perspective is stuck, dead end? Or are you on this side saying, wow, leads are everywhere? So I want you to say that leads are everywhere. I can't find connections. I'm frustrated. Maybe there's people out there, but they're just not for me. Then you're on the wrong side of the wall. So looking at that white wall, even if you can't see it, what I want you to do is feel into it. I want you to go, yeah, there are no people out here for me because they're right there on the other side of the wall. So if I give you a ladder, I'm gonna give you a ladder and you start climbing up to that top of the wall. Then you can peek over. What will you notice? That there are people there. You just have to change your perspective. So climb the ladder, peek over and go, huh, there they are. So it really starts with your mindset, with the affirmation, leads are everywhere. And then you open your eyes because they truly are everywhere. So let's go through how you can get these clients, but just remember, start with your mindset here. Let's change our perspective and know that leads are everywhere. There are clients out there for us. So number one is you want to be active in Facebook groups. What I recommend doing is setting a 30-minute timer every single day. You just go in, set the timer, go be active in the group. So pick your favorite 3 to 5 groups. If you're just starting out, 3 groups is fine. And then you scroll in the search bar for the keywords. Now, you don't want to look for clients by commenting on other people's coachy posts and sneakily trying to steal clients from people. That's not ethical, and I don't recommend that. It's not gonna help you out in the long run. So don't write salesy posts and don't hijack someone else's post. But what you could do is if someone is writing, what's your biggest frustration on getting clients, then the person who's writing it is writing it for a specific reason. So when all of these people start answering it, it would be really awful for me to go in and be like, oh, I can help you get those clients. I can help you, because that's hijacking the post. But what I want you to do is to add to the conversation. So you start off by saying something like, as a life coach myself, or as a healer myself, I believe blah, 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 blah. Or I love what you wrote because of blah, 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 blah. Or I would suggest blah, 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 blah. And then you would end it with, and if you want more help, you can feel free to connect with me and reach out. Don't try to sell, try to serve. Serving is the way to go. Other calls to action that you can put at the end of that are just, hey, this is the link to my Facebook group. Go hop in there for more valuable tips. Or I have lots of great stuff I'm willing to share, and you can lead them into your world of value and service instead of leading them towards a sale right away, which sounds pushy and sleazy, and you didn't even have time to warm them up. Plus, you're hijacking someone else's post. So just lead them into your world and let your amazing content and skill set and expertise do the talking and move them to the next steps. Not only that, people go into groups and search months later, even years later. And if your post resonated, or the way you responded to somebody or engaged with someone in conversation resonates with the person who's searching, they might end up reaching out to you several months later. There are actually 2 people on my team right now that I hired because they posted something under somebody else's comment about 10 months prior to me hiring them. And then I went into groups, I started searching in the keywords, and that post is what came up. And I just loved the way that they answered. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to speak to this person. So people can find clients, maybe not today, but maybe 10 months from now, just based off the amazing value that you've provided in there. So just know that it lives on forever. Make sure you write something really great that's gonna link back to what it is you do. And also, it could be immediate. So we've got the option where it can be 10 months later, but we also have the option where it can be immediate because other people, if it's a hot post and you're commenting and everyone else is commenting, then they're reading through that. Now, if you reach 10 new connections a day, you will make on average 3 sales a month. Now, this is serious math here, and that's it, because it's about 1 to 3% of the people that you touch will want to work with you. So if you make 10 connections a day, 5 days a week, that's 50. And then you multiply that by 4 weeks in a month, and you have 200 new connections for that month. And 3 people of that is about 1.5%. So imagine if it takes you 1 hour to do 10 connections a day and you sell a package for $5,000, that's a $15,000 month for 5 hours of work a week, which is totally worth it. And you might be scared and you might be introverted or anything else, but the truth is, you're an entrepreneur and you've got to get out there if you want consistency. So this is where we deep dive into that masculine energy. So if you're hanging out in that feminine energy all the time and waiting for people to come to you, you're going to be waiting a really long time. It will happen, but not consistently until you've built a thriving business and you've become incredibly well known. So you've got to start somewhere, right? So start with what you can control and then do the math and start networking online. Hey, before we continue, do me a favor and go ahead and tap that like button right now because it lets me know that you find value in my content. It really makes a huge difference, and then I know to make more of these types of videos for you in the future. Many thanks, I'm so grateful for you. Now let's hop back in. Number 3 is to network offline. So you can totally network offline. It may be a little bit more challenging to find the events or to drive there and to get it on your calendar, but it's totally doable. So you can go to a meetup, you can go to Eventbrite and search for events happening in your area. You can also search in Facebook events to see if anything piques your interest. And a simple Google search can also go really far. You can also check out lunchclub.com and you can tell them about your background, your goals, what you're excited about in life and in business, and then they find people for you to meet with each week for 45 minutes one-on-one and to have a conversation with a match that they match you with. It's like a matchmaking service for business people who want to network and don't really have a lot of time to do it. So that's a great resource as well, and it's totally free to join. It is online, but then you can also meet people locally offline from there. And that's why I put that in this category, because you're gonna get on the phone with them. And so that's kind of offline. And you can meet them for lunch if you want to. Same thing with Meetup, Eventbrite, Facebook. All of these places are where you can search online, but then you can actually go out and meet the people offline. Now, I'm also part of a weekly networking group here in my general area, and I started doing this several years ago. It's totally offline, and it's a great way to meet people face to face, and then you switch business cards, you talk about what it is you're doing, you build friendships, and you meet outside of the networking event as well, so that you can really get to know people on a deeper level, which is expanding your network. You're now taking those 2nd and 3rd degree connections that we spoke about, you're bringing them in closer to become 1st degree connections as you go out and try to meet people. Networking goes a really long way because you're not there to sell your services to those people, but those people are going to be the legs out in the field going out to find people who might be good help for you. So if someone says, I'm looking for a hypnotherapist, and you're a hypnotherapist, you might go to the networking event and say, I'm a hypnotherapist. If you know anyone, let me know. And someone there might say, oh, my friend just asked me if I knew a hypnotherapist. I'll connect you. And that's how networking works. Now, one thing to keep in mind with offline networking is it's not a fast way to get clients. It does take time to grow, and you have to be consistent and show up, because that's how you build relationships. People are gonna refer to people that they know. So if you're not there enough to get to know people, they're not gonna refer to you, they're gonna refer to someone else. But get started now, because 3 years from now, you could have all of your business coming in only from your networking group. The fourth way to get clients is to join my Get Clients Sales Sprint at getclientsalesprint.com. This is an interactive sales sprint where I'm gonna challenge you daily for 3 weeks with actions that are gonna actually get you closer to those next paying clients and guide you through all the steps that you need to know in order to have a business that actually grows your bank account. If you aren't profitable, you have an expensive hobby. So it's time to change that. It's time to get paying clients in the door so that you can eventually charge bigger dollar amounts and have a thriving business. So get your first or next few clients in 30 days or less by following the steps that I lay out in my Get Clients Sales Sprint. In week 1, we talk about refining your offer, expanding your reach, and understanding the mindset that you need to get the results. And in week 2, we create content that converts into sales. It attracts your target market, your dream clients, so that they want to engage with you, and it helps you bring those right people into your world so that you can start having them take action on your offers. And in week 3, with my help, you're going to get client appointments booked on your calendar. You're gonna sign clients up for your program and increase the cash flow in your business. So if you want more information about that, I'll drop the link down below, getclientsalesprint.com. All right, number 5 is to update your LinkedIn profile and all of your social media profiles, all of the bios that you have on your social media accounts. Think about it. When was the last time that you did that? When was the last time that you've looked through everything that is listed there in your bio and gone back and said, yes, this still applies? I do this every 3 months in the business, and I recommend you do that too. So you wanna go back, you wanna revisit how you appear online, and make sure that it's exactly how you want to show up. If you've changed your name, like what you call yourself, your I help statement, who you help, all of that, refining your niche as you go, you wanna make sure that your profiles actually share that with you. The thing that I really love about the LinkedIn profile is that they're searchable on Google. So when someone searches something in Google, what you have in your bio is what's gonna come up. And your profile is gonna come up and people can click on it. So it's always a really good idea to go in there and make sure that it's exactly what you want people to see when they're searching for you. The worst thing is if you go to your profile and you look at what it says in the bio and it's something that you used to do 3 years ago because it's been sitting there for 3 years and it's wrong. You want your perfect client avatar, your dream client, to read what's in your bio and know that you are there to help them. So make sure that you go back and you optimize it. And by optimizing something, what I mean by that is you want to make sure that every single thing is filled out. You have all of the information in there. It's not a lot of blank space, so that people can come in there, they can search, and they know exactly what it is. Your banner is good. And actually on LinkedIn, there is a very special little spot that's called the voice memo. And this is in the bio, and this is where you actually hit record and you say your name so people know how to pronounce your name. Like I have one of those names that people don't know how to pronounce, Meliss 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞. So I could click on that and I could say Meliss 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞. All right, that's a cool feature, but how can we make it even cooler? Here's a little helpful hint. Hit record and record something for 15 seconds that actually brings people into your world. You can go check out mine right now and see what it says.
Hey, it's Meliss 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞 here. I'm an online marketing strategist to coaches and healers. And if there's anything you need help with, just send me a message.
So you can hold down the microphone button and you could say Meliss 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞, or you could hold down the microphone button and you could say, hi, I'm so happy to meet you. Thanks for being here on my profile. come on in and let me teach you something, or whatever it is. And it doesn't really matter what it is, but it is something very unique that not a lot of people are using. You also want to optimize your profiles on Facebook and Instagram, everywhere, so that banner on LinkedIn is equivalent to the cover photo on your Facebook page. So just make sure you've optimized everything. You've filled in all of the spaces so that it is searchable. So be creative, set up your profile and optimize it, and just make sure your bios are totally filled in so that people can search for you and those dream clients know that you can help them. So those were the first 5 ways to get your next 3 clients. I have 7 more tips to share with you that you don't want to miss. So go ahead and click this next video, which is part 2, about how to get your next 3 clients online so you can start growing your business.